if you take away destiny, if everything is given to your free will, then there'll be nothing unknown. Then everything is in your control. You can shape your life exactly like the way you want. Now, there is a problem there. Now, if that happens, what about the other creatures of existence? If life begins to unfold exactly like the way you want, then you can ask for things that affect people around you and other creatures of existence negatively. Even a simple thing that wherever I go, if I walk into nature, I don't want the insects, the bugs to bite me. It's a will, it's a choice. And you ask for a simple help from existence, that I'm not cutting down trees, I'm not destroying life. I just don't want to be disturbed by these bugs. I just want to take a walk. Now, even in such a simple act, if existence were to accept your wish, if it were to grant your wish, at that very moment of granting you that wish, it is denying the wish of that mosquito to drink your blood. For all you know, a mosquito is sitting there and asking, let a man pass by this way. I don't want anything. I will not kill him. I'm not destroying life. I just want a sip of blood. And I'm not even asking for fun or entertainment. It's for my survival. Now, whose wish will existence satisfy? If you actually think about it, you have to satisfy the mosquito. Because what it's asking for is so little. And it's for basic survival. And what you are asking for is just not to be disturbed. In fact, it's better to accommodate the needs of that mosquito, because for the mosquito, it's a matter of life and death. For you, it's just a matter of convenience. Now, if each creature of existence starts asserting its free will this way, inherently, by nature, free will goes contrary to another free will. Free will can exist only when it is the only entity and there is nothing outside and beyond the one who's exercising that free will. The moment there are two things in existence, the moment there are two individuals, the whole concept of free will becomes useless. At least an absolute concept of free will, everything you want will be given to you, does not make any sense. Now, if you drop free will completely and if you cling to destiny, well, I'm a part of existence. There is nothing that I can do. Let me see, whatever that happens, let it happen. Now, after saying this, you have to keep quiet. You should not do anything. If you are completely believing in destiny, then why are you choosing to act? Then if you're taking a walk, if you see a snake, and if you see that if you're just continuing to walk in the same way, you're going to step on that snake, go and step on it. Why are you choosing not to step on the snake? Because you know that with little bit of introduction of free will, you can save yourself from being bitten by that snake. Common sense tells you that even if it is predestined that I have to be bitten by that snake, let me try and see if I can use my free will to avoid it. So if you look at it from a pure practical point of view, both free will and destiny go together. Every moment, life is both a pure subjectivity where you have great control over your body, your mind, your thoughts, but at the same time, you have no control whatsoever on the outside. If someone decides to hurt you, you have no control. You cannot enter their mind and change their thoughts because in their subjectivity, you are just one other individual. Now, if you truly understand action and the consequences of your action, you will see that it is a perfect coming together of free will and destiny. As an individual, you have to reflect on the free will when a choice is being made, when something can be done by you, and when something cannot be done. All those things that you have no control over should be left to destiny. So, the way to free yourself from action and the consequences of action is to be watchful, is to be aware, is to be mindful of your actions. Because when you're mindful of your actions, only when you are mindful of your actions, you can do that part that you are capable of doing and leave all the others to destiny. It is only when you're not aware, when you're not watchful, when your action is done in unconsciousness, in sleep, in unawareness, you perform the action and then you keep on worrying about the consequences of that action. Why did I do this? How stupid of me. Why didn't I see such a simple thing? And why do I keep making this mistake again and again and again? Why am I unable to control my own mind, my own body? Now notice what is happening. In this entire reflection, you have moved somewhere else. You have moved away from the present moment. Now all that is happening in the present moment, you have missed. And because it is inevitable that you have to act, you are always doing something whether you want it or not. Even when you're sitting quiet, you are doing something. You are performing an action, and that action is acquiring its own karma. While you are busy thinking about an action that has already happened, that you should have forgotten all about and moved on, you are continuously acquiring the karma of your present action. Now, this is the eternal vicious cycle that you get trapped in. This vicious cycle is what we call samsara, the circle of life and death, where you have tumbled into a way of living where all the time you are thinking either about the past or the future. You're always somewhere other than the present. If you're not in the present, then you are not exercising your free will. It is only from the present moment you can act. From anywhere else, you are only reacting. That is why if you meet someone who is fully aware, fully in the present moment, watching and observing what is happening inside and outside them, if you were to meet someone like that, and if you were to, for whatever reason, insult them, ridicule them, or hurt them, the reaction will always be measured. The reaction will not be instantaneous. The reaction will always be accompanied by understanding. Because even before you act, even before your actions affect that individual, he has already become aware of it. Because he's fully aware of his surroundings. He sees you approaching him. Already, the internal conversation has started. Now, why is this individual approaching me? And I can also observe that there is something different in this body language. This person is angry. This person is agitated. So, let me be ready for a confrontation. Now, when you're ready, the way you react is totally different. But if you were to meet someone who has, let's say, lost his job and who's walking on the street constantly thinking about those things that he did that led to him losing the job, and he's not even aware of his surroundings, he's not even aware of his body, he's lost somewhere thinking about all the things that he could have done, he should have done, and then you just go and touch him because you see a ditch there and he's about to fall. You don't want him to fall, you just go and touch him. It is more than likely that he'll just turn around and slap you. It does not matter what your intentions are. Because he's unaware, because he's lost somewhere, the present is always a sudden jolt. Anything that brings him back to the present moment surprises him. So more often than not, the conflict we experience in life, the agitation and disturbance we experience in life is really a reminder of the present moment. We get angry because we are reminded of the present moment. Because present moment by itself is filled with all kinds of things. Things are happening on its own. You're not the only one here. There are many other creatures of existence. There are many other people around you. They all are performing action, and nature is performing action. So you're living in a constantly changing, moving environment. So it is natural that more often than not, things will happen around you like the way you never expected. In fact, you cannot expect things to happen in any way because there are too many moving parts to life. The problem is when you are lost somewhere and you're suddenly reminded of the present moment and how unpredictable it is. That is what makes you angry. That is what makes you frustrated. If you are aware of the present moment, if you are alert to what is happening around you and what is happening inside you, there is no need to be surprised. You are ready for surprises. In fact, you will embrace surprises. Because you will see that is what life is. That is the beauty of life. That is the mystery and magic of life. You should thank existence for not telling you before exactly what it's going to do.